Welcome to Edge Cafe. This is our bookstore and coffee shop. We've got a good amount of books to start up with. We're definitely going to be doing a lot more. We do have problems with the supply chain at the moment because the books we're being sent from London are stuck because of the war in Iran. So a lot of those books have gone missing for the last 3-4 weeks. They're just stuck and we can't get them forwarded onto us. But we've got a lot to choose from straight away. So let me show you around. Now this is our largest section. This is our romance section and women's interest. It's not really just romance stories, but it's aimed at a female audience. This is our largest section, which we didn't intend it to be that way. It's just that these books were easier to find. And when we got books sent over from England, we said that we're not going to focus on any one particular kind of book because we're not going to focus on one particular kind of reader. So whatever we get is fine. And unfortunately, this is what we got. So personally, I would have preferred more sci-fi and fantasy, but this is what we got. So this is our largest section. So we've got a good spread. We've got Danielle Steele. We've got Bridget Jones' Diary, both 1 and 2. We've got some Jane Austen over there. We've got some Bridgerton down there, Jackie Collins. We've got Catherine Cookson, more Danielle Steele, Philippa Gregory. We've got all sorts of different authors with different tones. We've kept all of the mystery books out onto a separate section, but these are all of our romance books, or what look like romance books to us, because I'm not going to go through and read all of these. And we've tried to keep the prices down. We've got Bridget Jones' The Edge of Reason. Now this one came in from England. We got this one up at $6 because relatively hard to find. We've got this one, the original, and this one is an actual original one, and we got that up at $7. But we have got some of them a lot cheaper. We've got Catherine Cookson, for instance. We got that one up at, again, $6. That's quite a thick novel, but we have got some lower price ones. Some Danielle Steele, yeah, Danielle Steele. We got that one up at $4. So there are some cheap books here if you just want just something to take away with you while you go traveling. We've got you covered. We've got all sorts of different books at different prices. Again, the rule of thumb is the more we've had to pay for it, the more expensive it's going to be. We're not pricing these, working out how much we can get for them. We're pricing these up to what we think they're worth. And bearing in mind that we're expecting them to come back, we're also charging more for the ones that we want people to respect. Now, as disappointing as it is, this is 3 sections. We've got up here our sci-fi and fantasy. Now, we've only at the moment got one shelf of that, but that will change because this is our personal go-to. We haven't got much of any interest here. We've got the entire Divergent series. We've got a couple of Alex Rider books. We've got Eagle Strike and Stormbreaker. We've got Douglas Adams, but I can only find mostly harmless so far. We've got E. Doc Smith. We've got The Invisible Man by H.G. Wells. We've got a couple of Arthur C. Clarke's Reach for Tomorrow and Fall of Moondust. We've got a Philip K. Dick. I'm not a fan of him at all. And we've got Flowers for Algernon. We have had more, but they were the first ones that we sold. People went straight to that section, so I don't blame them. It's my favourite bit too. We've got, this is classic. Now these aren't all classical novels. Some of these are fairly recent, but where we can, we've put really older stuff and classical literature all in this section here. So we've got quite a few of these. We've got The Great Gatsby, Wuthering Heights. We've got Herman Melville. We've got Ernest Hemingway, The Old Man in the Sea. We've got classical literature on this shelf. And then down here, this is our burgeoning horror section. And this is pretty pitiful to start with. We've got Stephen Law's Darkfall. And then the only really other thing that I even know is Edgar Allan Poe. Now some of these are probably really good, but I just haven't heard of them. So at the moment, this is our horror section. Now we have asked our supplier in England to favour sci-fi and fantasy and horror next time and try to do less of the romance novels because we've got enough of them. So hopefully this is what we'll be getting. Now these two sections are essentially the same. We've got drama on this side and we've got crime, mystery, thrillers on this side. They're a very weak divide because a lot of the times we're going by the covers. Some of them we know. If it's thrillers, crimes and mystery, we're just putting them straight here. People being killed on the cover, death in the title, that's where they go. And the more dramatic stuff, which is more of a human drama side, we've tried to put them this side, but only so that we can loosely split the two up. I mean, I'm not going to read every single one of these straight away, so I don't know what some of them are. We have got some really good stuff. We've got John Grisham, lots of Ian Rankin. We've got some Ruth Rendell's. We've got Harlan Coben, although I'm not bragging about that. We've got Jeffrey Archer, not bragging about that either. We've got some books that you definitely would have heard of. We've got some Wilbur Smith, Dean Koontz. We've got Jack Higgins down there. We've got The Taking of Pelham 123 here. We've got Andy McNabb. We've got The Fourth Protocol here. So these are all stories that you probably would have heard of because they've been turned into movies. We've got The Runaway Jury. We've got books here that you definitely would have heard of. That's Robert Ludlum over here, The Jansen Directive. So we've got definitely people who you would have heard of where their books have been turned into movies. Now over this side, we've got the dramas. We've got more sort of classical stuff. We've got The Boy with the Striped Pajamas, The Postman Always Rings Twice. We've got Sharp's Gold and Sharp's Rifles. That was turned into a TV show. He's a much better writer than your average. We've got two Nick Hornby books. We've got The Beach down here. So again, there is some really well-known stuff and there's some really decent books in here. So if you're just looking for something to read, we've got you covered with the mystery section. But if you want to dig in a little deeper, we've got stuff that's a bit more classical. This one's $7, which is the most we charge for any of our books so far. And you can go down to just, let's have a look. Robert Goddard, there we go. Play to the End, that's only $4. So we've got a good spread from about $4 to about $7, depending on what you're interested in. Taking of Pelham 123, that is quite a hard book to get, so we have to charge $6 for that. Again, in good condition, but it says here, demands to be read at one sitting. Well, somebody has read it in one sitting. The spine hasn't been broken yet, but it's clearly an older book. It was 1973, so this is over 50 years old. So we're doing a 50-year-old original for $6. So this is our children's section, which is a little larger than we expected it to be. For some reason, we just got lots of this, and we're not going to say no. We needed books to fill shelves, so we've got a lot of Goosebumps because we bought a job lot of it from a guy in the country. We've got all of those priced up at $4. So they're all nice and cheap to get young readers interested, including my son. He quite likes Goosebumps. He started to read novels now, which is incredibly gratifying. Any parent would know what I mean. We've got the Goosebumps activity book, completely new, hasn't been touched, spine not broken. We've got that up for $7. I have seen this on eBay for $30, but we're not going to gouge anybody. We're not into that. We've got some books I've never heard of, like Archie Ebbs. I don't know what that is. We've got The Huge and Horrible Beast, which is, you'll know him from some of our videos. We've got, I think it's The Owl Service by Alan Garner, but it's got a picture of a young girl on the front. It could be him, for all I know. I don't judge. Who can tell these days? We've got Horrible Histories. Okay, that's a TV show. We've got Jules Don't Do That by Joyce Grenfell. That's more of a young adult book. We've got Strawberry Crush, another young adult book. We've got The Rescuers over here, the original novel that the movie's based on. We've got that again at $4. We're trying to keep our children's books as low as possible. No idea what this is. Sort of like a hybrid novel comic book thing. Father Thames, again, $4. Not sure what that is. I'll have to look that up. We've got The Railway Children and Jungle Book, two literary children's classics, and we got them up at $6 for the Jungle Book and $4 for The Railway Children. I think I underpriced that, but that's the way we are. Yeah, we've got quite a lot of other books here. We've got all sorts of different stuff. There are a lot of Goosebumps. We've got a lot of other stuff too, including books about football. We've got no comic books yet, but only because we haven't found any, or at least found a decent supplier. There's no reason why we wouldn't sell them if we got them. And lastly, but not least, we've got this section up here is our non-fiction, and this one down here is our Khmer. So non-fiction, again, not very much here at the moment, not yet, but we've definitely got some more coming because we've asked for it. Now, one of the problems we're facing is just getting supplies sent out here, so we might have to wait for this, but we've got all sorts of different books from the small big for $6, I don't know what that is. English grammar for $3.50. We've got notes on how to build startups. We've got that up at $6 because that one came in from England. Hard to replace. We've got Richard Branson. I assume we would have priced that down because, $5. I don't really like him. We've got a memoir from the Royal Air Force. We've got Billie Holiday's story. We've got all sorts of different things mixed in. Lots of different styles of books at a variety of prices. Most of them are sort of $5, $6, I think, for these, even the smaller ones, because they are just, I am with you always until the end of the world. That's a prayers and contemplations in front of the Blessed Sacrament for $4. So something for everybody. We've got a guide to Christian sex. Not even joking. Sex and morality, $5. Is sex immoral? So all sorts of different books at different prices. And our Khmer books, we've got a good spread. I can't read them myself. I don't speak Khmer or read Khmer. But what we've tried to do here is keep them at a low price. So most of these are priced at $4. We do have some cheaper. We've got some $2.50, even $1 school books that we've put tucked away. We've come to an arrangement with local publishers where they're giving it, or selling us rather, their overstock, and we're able to sell it just under half price. So it's less than you'd pay for in a shop, and these are in new condition. I mean, this one's $4 and it's brand new. The spine's not been broken, it's not been opened yet. No one's looked through this. Sales Dog by Rich Dad Advisors, whatever. So you could have basically a new book for a second-hand price. We're all only selling second-hand books here at the moment. So, this is what we've got. So, and of course, you can bring them all back for a refund or a replacement, depending on, all you got to do is buy a coffee. So you don't have to give us a reason. You can bring back the book in good condition with the price ticket on it and buy a drink, and we will swap it or give you all of your money back off the ticket price. So we've got a good selection of books for all different kinds of readers.